Hey everyone, this is Man Shark Sub LPs. I'm Sub, and this is Final Fantasy X. Today we fight Penance. We're just gonna do a little bit of something first. I think we actually want that to be in ally mode, not comrade. Is that correct? No, comrade. That's wrong. No, we'll put it in comrade. We'll do what the guide says, guys. This, I believe, is our trio that we're going to use. They're all capped. We should have. Do we have 99? Where are we? Yeah, we do. Good. I'm not going to tell you because we'll get to that. Let's just save the game. Now, we might not be able to take out Penance, but we're going to try our hardest.
You're counting on me, kid. Yeehaw! Here we go!
Here he is. I don't know why it's all green. Okay, so real quick, if you look over on the initiative thing, you'll see that there's Boss and Boss 1 and Boss 2. Boss is Penance himself. Boss 1 is the right arm, Boss 2 is the left arm. This is very, very important, by the way. Let's just have a little look. See, Penance, left arm, right arm. Did I get that right? Boss 1 is the right arm, Boss 2 is the left arm. Yep, wonderful. Okay. This battle is all about time management. So let's just go over the details here. I don't actually know if I've got... let's see... Yeah, I don't think I have information on how much health he has. Oh, 12 million. There we go. Alright. So, Penance will always use an attack called Obliteration, which apparently does 26,000 damage to everybody, so that's gonna fuck us up if it does that much damage. If. That's only in his first form. In his second form, he does have a second form, he uses Immolation, which does almost cap damage and strips everybody's mana to one character. Which is fine, we can deal with that. The main issue is his arms. You can kill his arms, they will regenerate. But you need to kill his arms in order to do him damage. If all of his arms are up when it comes to his turn, he will perform a different attack called Judgment Day, which is a wipe. No way around it. The left arm has a physical attack. It can use Sloga, which doesn't actually affect us at all, and Mega Graviton. Mega Graviton does 5/7 of your max HP. In this case, I believe. The right arm has a physical attack, Calamity, which is a full break, or Mighty Guard, which we probably don't want him using, because Mighty Guard is like the opposite of a full break, basically. So we want to kill the left arm first, I believe. Let's see. Yep, 6 hits to kill one arm. Gotta remember that. No need for auto life, but I think we might be using that a bit, but we will have enough time to kill off one arm before he goes. You can see it there, we've got 5 actions. If we're quick hitting, that should help that out a lot. But before we do that, I just want to use something. There it is. Let's hope that we can still get in 6 hits. Maybe not. We could have fucked it from the get-go. Okay, let's see. Left arm, yep. Why is Titus so slow? Yeah, I think we're going to see Judgment Day. So basically we shouldn't have used 3 stars. That's alright. Counted as a little bit of experience. Oh no, he's just going to use Obliteration. This could still kill us. Who knows? How much damage? Yeah, all of us. So that's annoying. Because it means that we do actually need to have auto life or HP limiters or something like that. Let's try it with auto life and see how we go. Yeah, just load the autosave. Wait, do we still have Titus with his... Hang on. Can I skip the cutscene? Let me skip a cutscene. It's not a true cutscene, so it won't let me skip it. I think Titus is wearing his shit armor. So we might actually have to swap him out. Well, let's just see how we go. Alright. So special, still want to use. Let's go right down to the bottom. And use a 3 stars. Now we want to be kind of a little bit funky here. Auto life, everybody. Titus, could you swap your armor to Sanctuary? Yeah, it does use up a turn. That's alright. Riku, if you could auto life yourself. And Titus, if you could do the same to you. Alright, now we're going to start hitting the left arm. Let's see how this goes. The problem here is that this will probably wipe off a 0 MP consumption, if it doesn't dispel as well. Oh, it also only raises him at 24. Okay, there's Mighty Guard. That's a problem. Yeah, I think we're going to have a lot of trouble with this. And yeah, it did wipe out the 0 MP consumption, so that's not even worth it. Trying to think how I killed it the first time. Oh, what's the mix that we're supposed to be using here? High Potion and a Key Sphere. Level 1 or 2 Key Sphere. Oh, okay. Yeah, MP consumption doesn't matter. Yeah, I think to get around Obliteration we will need to break HP limit. That's unfortunate because it means we need new sets of armor. Ah, fucking penance. Alright guys, look. You can defeat him. He's not that hard, just follow the guide. We're gonna go finish the game. So load up air bridge, or airship bridge. Let's put Orin back in. the top because that's nice.
You're counting.
Take me to Sin.
Yeehaw! Here we go.
So, I guess I should, as we walk through Sin, because we're definitely going to have the peaceful armor on, I guess I should go over the story again, because it's been a while. So, if you remember, Titus was a resident of Zanarkand. But one day Sin attacked and he found himself waking up on the shores of Spira, near Besaid village, where he met Waka, and pretty much everybody else in short order. He did run into Riku earlier. This may not be a completely timely retelling. Anyway, Titus found himself to be a guardian of the summoner Yuna, and to escort her on her pilgrimage. Now, pilgrimages for the summoner to visit temples where they accumulate aeons, or pray to the faith and get rewarded with aeons to summon. And with the entire aim that eventually they end up at Zanarkand, the ruins of Zanarkand, which is where they pray to the faith and get granted the final aeon by Lady Yunalesca, who was the first summoner. The spoiler is that, I mean, it's not really much of a spoiler to the party, but it's a spoiler to Titus and the player, that as part of the final summoning, the summoner always dies. Now, why does the summoner die? Wasn't known at the time. Just the summoner dies. Like, oh, it takes so much of them that that sort of thing happens. What actually happens is that the final Aeon goes a little mad and kills the summoner. But the final thing, which is the big revelation, is that the final Aeon is actually, it uses one of the guardians, one of the summoner's guardians, as like the faith, like a focus to actually be cast. Which, you know, that sucks. So we rebelled against the teachings and all that sort of thing. And here we are, with our alternate method for dealing with sin. Now, the other issue is that within sin is a being called Yu Yevon. Yu Yevon is sort of like a soul. You could almost call it a god. And all it knows what to do is to summon. And it is using a whole cluster of faith, which were at Mount Gagazet, to power Sin and the dream of lost Zanarkand. Now, that's kind of important. We've decided, because what happens with the final Aeon? The final Aeon can kill Sin, no problem. Murders it straight dead. But then Yu Yevon inhabits the soul of the final Aeon, or inhabits the construct of the final Aeon, and turns that into Sin. Which isn't great. So, yeah, we decided that we were going to break the cycle, or the death spiral, as Maester Seymour would have put it, and kill Yu Yevon. So right now we're inside Sin, inside some of the imagined ruins, I guess we'd call it. I don't know if you can see him over there, but we're about to go fight Jecht. Jecht being Titus's father, and also the previous guardian who was used for the summoning of the final Aeon, and thus Sin, by Lord Braska, who was Yuna's father. Kind of floating on the surface at the moment, that's pretty cool. Yeah, so we're going to go and do that, and then we're going to kill Yu Yevon. So I guess we need to climb this, but we can climb it magically. I think we want to avoid getting hit. If I remember this right. It's kind of a little weird. We want to get those little blobs. There we go. We obtained Prism Ball. Is it like a Waka thing? Yeah, magic counter. Cool. Ooh. Skill sphere. Okay. Stuff we don't need. See, that number appears to be keeping track of how many items we're gathering here. Oh, we missed that one. Missed that one. I have no control over the camera, by the way, which is really bad. Yep. Night Lance. Let's find out what that does. Ah, nice. Plus 18% strength. Ah, missed that one. Infinity. That's probably a Una thing? No, maybe a... Maybe it's a piece of... I don't actually know. Infinity. God, we have so many Heavens Clouds just because of they've been dropping... The Dark Aeons are dropping all that sort of shit. Ah, there it is. 1 MP cost and sensor. Not the best. We've probably missed this one. Yep. Yeah, I'm not quite sure how long this goes for.
Enough.
So, because we are max level and max stats and all that sort of stuff, this is actually a complete cakewalk. I mean, and the final fight is pretty easy anyway, for reasons that I'll explain when we get to it. But yeah, it's like really easy now. An attribute sphere, that's not useful to us. Nothing is going to be useful to us actually. Still Blade. Okay, it sounds cool. Silence and Stone Strike, not bad. Major Staff, it's either a Una thing, yep, there it is. Magic plus 18%. White Magic Sphere. Wicked Cat Scythe, so that's one of Lulu's things. Death Strike, yeah, not bad. Cool. There it is. Printing, that's definitely a Kamari weapon. No? Wow. Really? It's a Titus weapon? Yeah, SOS Overdrive. Not useful. Yep, there we go. We're done picking up random items. It's also not really useful because I'm pretty sure you can't come back to that point. Yeah, here we are. And here's Jekt. Just chilling.
You're late, Orin.
I know.
Hey. Huh?
You got tall, but you're all bones. You eating right, boy? You've really grown.
Yeah. But you're still bigger.
Well, I am Sin, you know.
That's not funny.
Well, then... I mean, you know... Let's end this.
Dad?
Yeah.
I hate you.
I know. You know what you have to do.
Yeah.
I can't hear the hymn so well anymore. Pretty soon I'm gonna be Sin, completely. I'm glad you're here now. One thing though. When it starts, I won't be myself anymore. I won't be able to hold myself back. I'm sorry.
That's enough! Let's finish this, okay?
You're right. Well then, let's go.
I love it how Otherworld kicks in here. Gonna get copyright striked hard on this. Yeah, so...
I promise this will be quick! Hit me with all you got, Dad!
I don't know why he's holding Brotherhood. Because in a moment he... No, he's still holding Brotherhood. That's... Anyway, yeah. This is Braska's final ale. He also has the U-Pagoda on the sides. Now, there was something about the U-Pagodas, pagodas. Let me just scroll back in this boss guide and see if we can find out what they are. Okay, let's see. Yeah, okay. Just so you know, there are two forms to this. The first form is 60,000 HP, the second form is 120,000 HP. This is designed so that you can actually just blast through. Let's see. Okay, so the U-Pagodas pagodas. Let's get to that. These guys, and this guy here, they will actually just buff him. Which is annoying. Let's see. What else do we have? Yeah, and they will come back. So that's round one. I do really like how it replaces the normal boss music with Otherworld. He does have a lot of attacks and stuff like that, but I mean, look at the initiative order. He does have ultimate jack shot, things like that, etc, etc, etc. Yep, look. The guides, we're not going to go through the guides because it's just... We're going to let Titus finish this out. He's wielding Calibolt. We do have the ability to talk to him. That will raise our stats. It says to save this for this round, but, you know... Oh yeah, that's right. It's got over 100,000. There we go. We overkilled him. Not the final boss, by the way. But we have successfully killed Braska's final Aeon. There's you, Yevon.
You'll cry. You're gonna cry. You always cry. See? You're crying.
I hate you, Dad.
Save it for later.
Right. We've got a job to do, don't we?
Good. That's right. You are my son, after all.
You know, for the first time I'm glad to have you as my father.
Sir Jack, I should...
No! Yuna! There's no time!
You stay away!
Yuna, you know what to do. The Aeons!
We Aeons.
Call them!
Call us!
And Jecht is dead.
Yes. Here it comes!
Alright, now we're on the sword for some reason. Don't ask questions about that.
Yuna!
And we have to summon our Aeons. Now, remember, Anima, Yojimbo, and the Naga Sisters are optional, so you can only be summoning the first 5 if you want. If you didn't pick up Anima, Yojimbo, or the Naga Sisters. But we'll work our way down the list. So first we summon Velafor. Now, the whole thing here is we summon them, they will get possessed by Yu Yevon, and we have to kill them. Also, the Yu Pagodas still exist. Anyway, you may notice something about our characters. We all have a little halo over our heads. For the duration of this fight, we are in auto life status. Just to prove it. There it is. You cannot lose this fight. Braska's Final Aeon was the last fight that you could possibly lose. By the way, if you do sensors on these Aeons, they do say something a little bit different from normal. Velafor's sensor would have just read, "Strike me down." I'll read them out as we get to it. Right, so Velafor is dead. And Yu Yevon has escaped Velafor's body. Which means we have to summon another Aeon. We're just not going to worry about the Yu Pagodas. Pagodas? I don't know how to pronounce that. Ifrit sensor would have read, "Extinguish me." And now Ifrit is dead. Out comes Ixion. Ixion would have read, "End it right here," had we used sensor on him. If you scan Shiva, she reads, "Please, ... defeat me." Keep in mind, this is only easy because we trained pretty hard. If you just played through the story, you should have come here immediately after gaining access to Inside Sin and defeating the last form of Seymour, and you would have actually had a bit of a rough time. But, of course, with auto life, doesn't matter too much. So Bahamut, if you scan him, he'll read soon, ... eternal rest. There's a misspelling in this guide that says Everest. Anyway. Is it playing full animations? I feel like it's playing the full animations for more, or the full summoning scenes. You'll note that they also take on the colour scheme of the dark versions. Luckily they're not as strong as the dark versions. That would be an issue. I mean, without the auto life thing, of course. Alright, so if we hadn't picked up any of the optional Aeons, we'd be done by now. Unfortunately, we did pick up all 3. So here comes Anima. Anima's sensor would read, thus I atone. Which, remember, Anima is Seymour's mother. Well, the thief used to power Anima as Seymour's mother. I don't know if their actual stats are the stats of our Aeons. I think they might be. But none of our Aeons has over 100,000 health because that's how player stats work in this game. We are massive glass cannons. Alright, next we'll summon Yojimbo. Yojimbo's sensor would say, take my life. So all of the Aeons are fully on board with this, they know what's up. Yeah, it is the full summoning. Oh no it's not, Daigoro didn't run out. Is Daigoro even there? Oh yeah, there he is. Daigoro! So yeah, if you want a proper final boss experience, come here straight after, or like shortly after defeating Seymour. Because this is not a proper final boss experience. Alright, here come the Maga Sisters. Mindy's scan would say, gotta say goodbye. Sandy's will say, don't cry. And Cindy's will say, stop the suffering. So great. Real nice. Now I don't know how it possesses all 3 of them at once. Okay, it splits into 3. Yeah, that sounds legit. Alright. 1, 2, 3. Now there are no more Aeons. Now, I mean, we wouldn't be able to do this anyway because all the Aeons are dead, but the final boss is one of only 2 creatures in the entire game that you cannot use Zanmato on. The other one being Yojimbo in this fight. Because, you know, you wouldn't be able to summon Yojimbo.
Everyone? This is the last time we fight together. Okay?
Huh?
What I'm trying to say is, after we beat you, Yevon, I'll disappear.
What are you talking about?
I'm saying goodbye.
Not now.
I know it's selfish, but this is my story.
So Titus is actually fully aware of what's up here. Titus, as part of Lost Anakin, is actually part of the Thief's dream. And once Yu Yevon dies, which it will very shortly, trust me on that, once he dies, Lost Anakin is done. The Thief will stop dreaming. Because Yu Yevon is the summoner summoning Lost Anakin. There, final boss dead. Don't worry, we've got some sad cutscenes. Remember all the times we played Blitzball? Oh, God. It's a distant memory now. So this is Vela 4's faith. that one I think was Shiva's. Bahamut's for sure. Remember, that's the spiritual representation of Bahamut. Oh yeah, and remember that Orin is actually unsent,
Don't stop.
But
but he's done.
It's all right. It's been long enough. This is your world now.
So Orin is gone. And all the Aeons are about to piff out of existence. Look how big Anima is, like seriously, look how huge that damn thing is. And that's Sin up in the distance, yep, lovely. And here's the Wall of the Faith, and they're all going quiet.
Yuna, I have to go. I'm sorry I couldn't show you Xanarkand. Goodbye.
Hey!
We're gonna see you again!
Yuna!
I love you.
Because if you remember,
Yuna, it's time.
this is where Titus first appeared on Spira, basically. And... oh no, actually they're at Luca, my bad. Yeah, you pit him with water, I guess. And before she gets going with the speech, the whistling is... remember they said that if you ever get separated, whistle and they'll come.
Everyone has lost something precious. Everyone here has lost homes, dreams, and friends. Everybody? Now, Sin is finally dead. Now, Spira is ours again. Working together. Now we can make new homes for ourselves. And new dreams. Although I know the journey will be hard, we have lots of time. Together, we will rebuild Spira. The road is ahead of us, so let's start out today. Just one more thing. The people and the friends that we have lost. No dreams that have faded. Never forget them.
And that's game. Yeah. We are not going to go back and fight Penance, and we definitely are not doing the lightning thing. I just can't be, I don't want to at this point, because fighting Penance is going to require us to redo our HP grid a little bit, which, let's be honest, is just tweaking. And I just don't want to do the lightning dodge game, because fuck it. So yeah, next time we're going to have something completely different. I think I do know what we're going to be playing. I have to test to see if it's recordable first. It's a bit of a change of pace. I've got two ideas actually. One of them's hilarious, one of them's just like, I think it'll be fun. So I think we'll do the fun one first. Anyway, we'll let the credits go. I don't know how long they are, but we've got a little bit left. But yeah, that's the full story of Final Fantasy X. Tidus was a dream. Now, Final Fantasy X-2 picks up, I think, a year or two later. And the basic premise is Yuna, Riku, and a new character, Pain, have formed a sort of the Gullwings. Yeah, it's the Gullwings, which, like, they're treasure hunters, basically. And they go around finding treasure spheres. And there's a whole thing. There's a lot to do in it. It's definitely less freeform than 10 is. Yeah, 10-2 is it episodic, I guess you call it? Or it's divided into acts. And things change between the acts. Like, it is very freeform in that you can go wherever the hell you want. Immediately. Basically. Because you have a new airship. The Fahrenheit, I think it is. There's the Fahrenheit and the Celsius. Whichever one was in 10, the other one is in 10-2. And yeah, there's a whole thing where there's a conflict between, is it the Albed? No, it's like an Albedish faction. Oh, the Youth League. The Youth League and a faction called New Yevon, which is like, guys, old Yevon was pretty bad. I don't know how calling yourself like Neo-Yevonites is gonna go well with everybody, but New Yevon are based in Bavel, and they are exactly what you think they are. And the Youth League are sort of like the Crusaders. Yeah, definitely very interesting. What else do we have there? Oh, and there's a whole thing where, like, there is a guy who looks kind of like Tidus. And you think he is, like, they don't call him Tidus because, remember, we could customize our name. So they call him, him, or you-know-who, and stuff like that. Turns out it's not actually Tidus. It's, in a weird way, in a very strange way, it's actually the person that the dream of Tidus was based on. Because remember, Zanarkand was a real thing. Zanarkand and Bavel went to war with each other, and so on and so forth, etc., etc., etc. But he's actually given a name later on. I don't remember what it is. But he's trying to find his lost love, who vaguely looks like Yuna. And yeah, it goes a little sideways there. Anyway, the thing is, 10-2 has different endings depending on how much content you did. 100%ing 10-2 is one of the most infuriating things possible. I have gotten it to 99.96 or 99.98. I basically Bradmaned it. But whatever it was, I got close enough that it counted as 100%, so I have seen the good ending, which is that, spoilers, Tidus returns. And you find him, and it's great. But the funniest thing about 10-2 is it was obviously done on a budget, which is fair. So they reuse a lot of characters from 10. In particular, Waka and Lulu are very egregious because Waka looks exactly like he does here, but everybody's like, oh, you're letting yourself go. getting fat and that sort of thing, but the dude still looks like as cut as. But Lulu is even worse, because Lulu's running around in this corseted belt dress thing, and she's 8 months pregnant. But she still looks exactly like she does in this game. It's like, well, you're hiding it well. Our corset is doing wonders. Anyway, we'll get the special thanks, so we should be getting pretty close to the end of the credits. Okay. But yeah, I consider this to be one of the better Final Fantasies, to be honest. I mean, obviously 7's good, don't get me wrong there, it's a classic and all that sort of thing. But I seriously think that 10 is one of the best. Not just in terms of story, but in terms of the gameplay and how the sphere grids work and like things like that. I really enjoy it. That's the sort of cut into 10-2, because that leads directly into the final scene of 10-2. Where he blasts out of the water and is like, yo, what's up? Anyway, the end. So, thanks for sticking around for just under 100 episodes. How long did it take us? Yeah. About 111 and 39. Yeah, it's pretty close. What's my previous record? 145. Hey, did even better. Though this one has defeated Penance and got Lulu's ultimate weapon and things like that. So, yeah. Anyway, yeah, that's the end of the Final Fantasy X playthrough. Next time, something different. But in the meantime, I've been Sub. You've been yourselves. Later.